Sweeping the nation. After lengthy deliberations, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been found guilty on 2 of the 5 counts against him, both tied to transportation to engage in prostitution charges. Bradley Blackburn joins us live from New York. And Bradley, what does this mean for Combs moving forward?
Cheryl, there are 2 big questions. What kind of sentence Combs could face on those 2 counts? And secondly, whether he might be released on bail until sentencing occurs. That will be in a judge's hands inside this courtroom sometime this afternoon. But this morning in court, Combs turned to his family and said, "I'll be home soon."
The jury found Sean Diddy Combs not guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. He was found guilty of arranging transportation to engage in prostitution. The verdict is seen as a big win for the defense.
The government has to have their tail between their legs. This is just a huge loss for them. They went out on a limb, and the jury, saw it the way the defense saw it.
Prosecutors argued the hip-hop mogul was the leader of what they described as a criminal enterprise over 2 decades, one that forced women into engaging into abusive sex acts during drug-fueled parties he called freak-offs. Their star witness was Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
Whether or not the freak-offs cross that line from maybe morally questionable or seriously questionable to illegal, I think that's where things broke down for the prosecution.
Combs' family members showed their support in the courtroom, where the defense argued all sexual encounters were consensual. They accused the prosecution of putting Combs on trial for his lifestyle, trying to criminalize his private conduct. The jury of 8 men and 4 women sifted through 28 days of testimony, much of it graphic and emotional. Throughout their deliberations, Combs prayed with family and friends as he faced the threat of life behind bars.
I think some prison time could absolutely be on the table, again, given everything that we've heard in this case.
As the verdict was read, Combs looked at the jury and held his hands in a prayer motion, then hugged his attorney.
And it is a chaotic scene here outside of court. Police have set up extra barriers because of the crowds that have shown up within the last few hours. Fans and many social media influencers here to witness as one of the most successful and wealthiest musicians in history no longer faces the possibility of life behind bars. And Cheryl, there is the possibility that he could walk out of court today on bond.
Thank you, Bradley Blackburn, joining us from the federal courthouse in Manhattan.